Hello, we are team number 6. Our team is integrated by Elena Verde García, Antonio Gabriel Coronel González, Gabriela Fuente Rodríguez, Alonso Rivera Gándara, Marco Yael Muñoz Cedillo, and Naira Valentina Ortiz Romero. In this presentation, we will explore everything about sulfuric acid. We will cover its chemical name, formula, and complex names, followed by its classification according to bond type, number of elements, and chemical function. Additionally, we will explain the contact process used to obtain it, its domestic and industries application, its overall importance, and its environment impact.
First of all, I will talk about the chemical name and the formula of our compound. The sulfuric acid is a colorless oil liquid and it's soluble in water with release of heat, and its formula has two versions to write. The first one that is H2O4S, and the second one there is H2SO4.
I'm going to present the classification of sulfuric acid. To understand it, we must first know that sulfuric acid is composed of three elements: hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen. This compound contains two hydrogen atoms, one sulfur atom, and four oxygen atoms. To classify its chemical bond, we must remember that there are two main types of bonds: ionic and covalent. Ionic bonds are formed between a metal and non-metal, while covalent bonds are formed between two or more non-metals. In the case of sulfuric acid, its three elements are non-metals, so we can conclude that it has a polar covalent bond, where electrons are shared between the atoms. Finally, an easy way to identify its chemical function, meaning whether it is an acid, base, salt, or oxide, is by observing its chemical formula. For example, bases usually end with OH, oxygen, and hydrogen, and oxides contain oxygen in the end. In this case, the formula begins with hydrogen, so we can identify it as an acid.
How the compound is obtained. Sulfuric acid is obtained using the contact process. First, sulfur is burned in oxygen to produce sulfur dioxide. Then, sulfur dioxide reacts with more oxygen and forms sulfur trioxide. Finally, sulfur trioxide is mixed with water to produce sulfuric acid.
Hi, my name is Daira, and today I will explain the uses and application of sulfuric acid, also known as H2SO4. I will explain why sulfuric acid is considered one of the most important industrial chemicals in the world and how it is used in different areas such as agriculture, petroleum refining, batteries, metal processing, laboratories, and wastewater treatment. First, sulfuric acid is widely used in the production of fertilizers, which are essential for agriculture and food production. It is also important in the petroleum industry because it helps remove impurities from fuels. Another common application is in lead-acid batteries, used in cars and backup energy systems. In addition, industries use sulfuric acid to clean and process metals before manufacturing products. H2SO4 is also used in the production of detergents, dyes, and pharmaceuticals, as well as in laboratory experiments and chemical reactions. Finally, it can help to regulate pH levels in wastewater treatment process. These examples demonstrate how sulfuric acid plays an essential role in modern industry and everyday life.
Importance and impact. It is considered the most important industrial chemical compound in the world, being fundamental in the production of fertilizers, oil refining, metal treatment, manufacture of lead-acid batteries, and in the synthesis of countless chemical products. When it is produced, heat releases sulfur dioxide, which contributes to acid rain, which pollutes lakes and attacks biodiversity.
In conclusion, this chemical compound may not be something we see regularly, but we use in an important aspect of our lives, such as in car batteries. It is thanks to this compound that they can fusion. It is also used in fertilizers to help grow so that we can consume them. Regarding its environmental impact, it is crucial to use in with the correct measures and precautions as it can cause major environmental problems. In case of accidental discharge, it can contaminate bodies of water, which end up destroying marine life. Furthermore, when it evaporates, it can lead to acid rain, which is very dangerous for everyone. Therefore, we must use products containing this compound with care and moderation. This is the reference, and thank you very much for the attention.